Well, for ProServe in the month of October, we had a total of 28 empowerment submissions.
And in our CS department, we have submitted and shared 18 empowerment stories.
In risk operation, totally we have 35 CCP submissions.
We have total of 9 empowerment stories.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm from fraud prevention. I came across one spoof claim, which actually the customer filed for a complaint whereby he actually sent back the item, but the seller did not respond. In this case, since the buyer's account is in a good standing, I've accepted the claim and returned the money to the buyer, which in actual fact, a spoof claim cannot be accepted because it's the buyer's complaint issue. But in this case, I make an exception to accept this case. I accepted this case in favor of the buyer.
Fazrul from Dispute and Claim. What happened was, there's a Malaysian buyer. Okay, he was buying a watch from a US seller, and the thing is, he claimed that he did not receive this item. Okay, the item, which is the amount, was about $6,000 US, and he said that he was not allowed to pick up the item. But not only that, the buyer also said that he claimed that the seller had asked the courier company to send it back to the US courier company, okay, the post company, and I talked to one of the managers there, right, to clarify whether it is true or not. And to my surprise, actually the buyer was lying to us, okay, meaning that the item was never being held, okay, meaning that they have actually asked the buyer to take the item, okay, but the buyer refused to, and instead the buyer, who was the one who was asking the item to be sent back to the US and not the seller as being claimed by the buyer, right? So I told him that he should just go and pick up the item. Okay, so he acknowledged this, alright, and he said, okay, I will pick up the item. And also I reported this buyer as a potential buyer fraud to the relevant department. Okay, and at the end of the day, I think when I did this, I have prevented such a crime to happen, you know, and to protect the seller, because this is our responsibility to protect both of the parties.
Hi, I'm Shalina, known as Tina. I'm from ProServe. It was a case, a non-receipt case, where it was closed on the 22nd of October. He was promised by the seller that if he closes the case and everything, then the transaction will proceed as normal. However, that didn't happen, and the seller did not cooperate after that. According to the manual, I'm not supposed to do anything. I'm supposed to just advise the buyer that, I'm so sorry, the case is closed and we can't reopen the case for you. But I felt that this buyer was really frustrated, and he was really not sure about the whole policy, the whole PayPal protection policy, and that is why I thought that this would be a good chance for me to, give him a good customer experience, issue him a refund of $36.77 USD, which was the whole entire amount of the whole transaction. When I replied him the email telling him that the refund has already been approved and it's already credited in your account, he actually replied back showing his gratitude that that he's really happy with his whole PayPal service, and he said that he will actually go through the whole PayPal policy agreement before doing any future transaction after this. So I felt great, and I wish I could do this more.
Hi, my name is Vijaya and I'm from the compliance department. So I was doing the Singapore KYC queue, whereby the users are required to send in their proof of identity and their proof of address. So in this particular case, the user is an Indonesian. He actually sent in his passport. There is an official note by the immigration department saying that the user will be staying in this particular address in Singapore until 2030. And this note was issued in 2010. So if I follow the procedure, the policy requirement, the proof of address must be issued within the last 6 months from the date of acceptance. So here, clearly the address would be void. So here I've empowered myself to accept this document to be valid. because the expiry date is 2030 and was issued by the Immigration Department itself. And this is my empowerment story. What is yours?
On our red couch, we have a special guest, Joan, the most tenured team leader in CS. Welcome. Thank you. Tell us, because you've been here a while now, tell us about the empowerment journey here in CS. How was it before and how is it now?
Well, before, it used to be very by the book, and now it has definitely changed a lot of people's mindsets on how to delight our customers. I believe that the empowerment actually gives us the ability to sort of be creative with the way we make our customers happy.
Hey guys, I'm Ruben and I'm with ProServe, and I have to say I'm definitely very proud of ProServe team for their contributions to the empowerment movement since the time we've actually begun.
Hi, my name is Ida. I'm the compliance team leader, and because we're in compliance, it's a little bit challenging in how we want to encourage our teammates to practice empowerment. However, we've had very good examples, and initially most of the senior teammates were practicing empowerment, but I think this is where the team leader's role is very important to re-engage the teammates in all the team huddles and team learning sessions to practice empowerment.
So, interesting thing that we've noticed is because we're sharing the stories, so every time the teammate uses the empowerment or practices it, we actually share with the whole floor so everybody can read it, so they might get an idea what does it mean to be empowered.
Hi, my name is Prakash. I'm a risk ops team leader. I can see from the journey of empowerment, when I started off, it's a bit confusing the teammates, to differentiate between empowerment and going extra mile. But after we see daily basis, case by case, and most of the teammates they get a very good picture about empowerment, and I can see a lot of stories from a risk operation.
Do you practice empowerment?
Of course I do, every single day.
Do you?
I do!
And we've had very good examples so far, and because of the risk involved for our department to practice empowerment, therefore every single empowerment story that comes through, it just shows how the teammates are given enough confidence to be making those decisions.
But what we've noticed recently is that actually what we considered as the empowerment in the beginning now became a shared practice. Now it's not a big deal when somebody is doing that because they know that when we put the customer first, that's what it takes.
Just a little few things that we've done along the way is even creating incentive plans for good stories that have been shared, setting up a notice board to display all the empowerment stories for the month.
Obviously the chips make it a bit easier because we have very fun prizes and the teammates are eager to have them, like umbrella or whatever, so that's additional encouragement.